aka Cam, in the building, you know what I'm saying? So, boo! Before we get into the video, guys, if you could smash that like, smash that sub, like and sub, that's a dub. I'd really appreciate it. Today we're checking out how 2020 became the year of BTS. If it wasn't for BTS, this year might have been more of a mess. You know what I'm saying? If this was an anime, they might give me a nosebleed, so I might need some fess. That's all I got. I can't think of anything that rhymes with fess, mess. Like, I need to write out a T. But that's not the point of the video, okay, guys? So also check out kpopshop.com. Use my link in the description. 90% of you guys are not subscribed, okay? So subscribe and let's watch this video together, okay? We don't edit none of our reactions. We don't fake none of our reactions. We watch this together, man. So, boo! Yeah.
It's no surprise that 2020 hasn't been the best year for everyone. There have been protests both in the United
Not for BTS, okay? They blow it up like the dynamite.
States
Yay!
and in Hong Kong. Fires raged across the Australian continent. We almost had World War III with Iran. Russia is putting bounties on US troops. COVID became a worldwide pandemic. Looting and vandalism run rampant across the United States. We lost Kobe, Chadwick Boseman.
You know what I'm saying? First thing that actually made me sad, bro. Moment of silence for Kobe, bro. Rest in peace, Kobe, man. What a legend.
Diana Rigg, RBG, Regis, and of course, all of this was going on at the same time.
No, sir.
With $1 billion, if you
That is absolutely you know what, you're
not
stop.
true.
You're gonna
Not
have
true.
gentlemen.
But there was
This is don't
one
judge, man.
saving grace. We at the Asian Theory were able to get those BTS tickets.
And the BTS views, my guy. Don't forget about the BTS views. And Asian Theory deserve it, bro, because he's got like the most high quality, greatest videos of all time, bro. His editing is on point. His storylines are on point. Everything about this guy's channel is amazing.
Hey man, I got some bad news for you.
It's cancelled. Rest in peace.
The concert, it got canceled.
Wait, really? No! So yeah, for most of us 2020 has been kind of poopy, but there has been a group that has been able to rise above it all. And if you haven't guessed by now, I'm gonna tell you.
You know what I'm saying? Because life goes on. I don't know any of the lyrics to the song, but it's catchy.
This is 2020, the year of BTS.
Western Australia has made a compelling case
Except
to
Yoongi,
secure
man,
all Collins
had a
class
rough
submarine
time with the
maintenance.
shoulder.
It's time to make a decision and put the national interest first.
Let's take this back to January. January of 2020. Almost seems like a lifetime ago. We saw BTS perform at the Grammys alongside Lil Nas X, Billy Ray Cyrus, and others.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I didn't really know much about BTS back then, bro. I only became a fan of BTS and stuff from Deji Tar, okay? That's why Suga is my guy, okay? You could almost I'm almost like at the point where I'm a solo stan, okay? I'm not actually, okay, because we vibe with everyone in BTS, but it's just the amount I vibe with Yoongi, you know what I'm saying? My guy Suga, August D, the GOAT, is just so outweighed that some people have called me a solo stan, but I want to watch this so bad, okay, because I didn't know they did a thing with Lil Nas X. I was Googling something, and I saw that they did something with Lil Nas X, and I was like, let me check this out, please.
making beat.
You know, I Googled Old Town Road. That's right. I was looking at Old Town Road on YouTube to see how many views it had. And I was like, wait, hang on a second. BTS did something with and I was like, I had to check this out, but I still haven't checked it out.
BTS, the first Korean act to ever perform at the award show. So that was pretty cool. BTS kicked off the new decade with Black Swan, being the first single to drop from their new album, Map of the Soul 7.
Okay.
With 4.02 million pre-orders just in the first week, Map of the Soul 7 smashed the previous record of 2.69 million, set by, perhaps not coincidentally, Map of the Soul Persona. And this is just the pre-orders. When the long-awaited day arrived and the album was finally released on February 21st, it sold over 4...
How much an album cost? $20? I don't know. BTS be charging out the... BTS be charging an Apple premium numbers for that kind of stuff. So they probably charge... Ooh,
12.1 million in just its first week, easily becoming the best-selling album in South Korean history. The album debuted at the top of the US Billboard 200, making BTS the fastest group to earn 4 #1 albums since the Beatles in 1968. And we can talk about this again, but we want the comment section to be actually civil this time. The album debuted at... We can talk about this again.
They comparing BTS to the Beatles? I'm not gonna lie, I don't know too much about the Beatles, but I'm rooting for BTS, okay? Because you know what I'm saying, bro. I feel like all these old people overhype the Beatles a lot. They probably not overhyping them because the Beatles did go crazy. Okay, I hate all their songs. Like, I don't like any of their songs. But like, in terms of sheer numbers and stuff, they did go crazy. But I hope BTS outdo the Beatles.
To be actually civil this time. The album debuted at #1 in countries such as Australia, Canada, France, Germany, Ireland, Japan, New Zealand, Spain, the United Kingdom, the US, and many other countries, making BTS the first Asian group to top the chart.
What I love is in Australia, nobody knows BTS, but they hear them all the time, okay? like you ask someone, you play Dynamite and be like, sounds somewhat familiar, but I don't think I've heard it. Maybe I heard it once or twice. And then you actually play the radio, this song plays every 5 songs, I swear to God.
Charts in the world's 5 largest music markets. And that's not even mentioning On, which was the second single, and whose music video was dropped on the same day as the album. It is the 7th most watched online video in the first 24 hours, getting 46.5 million views. Exactly 1 week later, the second official music video was released on February 28th, and within minutes of its release, the video became the biggest YouTube premiere of all time, with 1.54 million viewers watching at the same time. The video reached 10 million views in the first hour, breaking the record held by Boy With Love as the fastest South Korean video to achieve this. On was big, it was meant to be huge. They were hungry for that #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100, and they were almost close enough to taste it. In the end, On debuted at #4 on the Hot 100, which was, at the time, the highest that a song by a South Korean group ever charted in the US. They came so close to that #1 spot, but it escaped them by just the tiniest bit, and I'll touch more on that later. They also came out with a version featuring Sia, which honestly isn't as good as the original. In April, they became the first South Korean artist to sell a cumulative total of more than 20 million albums, officially becoming the best-selling artist in South Korean history. In June, BTS performed at my graduation.
Imagine?
Yeah, I'm serious. Well, to clarify, because of COVID, my school didn't have a graduation, and so I graduated online, which was fun. And, well, because of this and the millions of other college graduates who didn't have a real graduation ceremony, YouTube held a live stream called the Dear Class of 2020 Virtual Graduation Ceremony, which featured the likes of Barack Obama, Michelle Obama, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, and tons of others. And, you know, we're all BTS fans here. We know how popular BTS is worldwide, and we know that these days, globally, BTS is more relevant than, say, Lady Gaga or Katy Perry. But this is for an American event, hosted by an American company with American guests. For all intents and purposes, this event was geared towards an American English-speaking audience, and the fact that BTS was pretty much the main event of the whole thing speaks volumes of how they're just smashing cultural barriers. I mean, that's like if Janet Jackson flew out to participate in the Mnet Asian Music Awards. Oh wait, she did that.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Janet Jackson.
What is a Janet Jackson?
Multitasking is the #1 thing I'm looking for on a laptop. Intel and the Intel.
Is she packing the lacking?
On June 19th,
Janet Jackson.
On June 19th,
What'd she say?
Janet Jackson.
Yeah, I almost forgot about that.
On June 19th, they released the Japanese single, Stay Gold, which was part of their 4th Japanese studio album, Map of the Soul 7, The Journey. It debuted at #1 on the Oricon Daily Albums chart and sold 448,000 copies within its first 24 hours, setting a new record for the highest first-day sales by both a foreign and Korean artist in Japan. It also set the record for the highest first-week sales of 2020 and became the most sold album of the year in Japan at the time. Stay Gold is also notable for being the first Japanese original song that BTS came out with in quite a while. The last Japanese song they released was the hit single Lights in July of 2019. And then finally, that brings us to August 21st, the song that absolutely broke YouTube and music charts worldwide.
Sir. But I remember I was in the live stream premiere for that. I was like, these are insane numbers, but I didn't really realize at the time how crazy it went.
Dynamite, and it lived up to its name. it blew away the entire world. It was their first ever English single. Over 3 million viewers watched this premiere, shattering a YouTube record for premiere viewers. It also set a record for the most viewed video in the first 24 hours of release at 101 million views, becoming the first YouTube video ever to surpass the 100 million views in less than 24 hours. Dynamite debuted at #1 on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart and made over 260,000 sales, making it one of the fastest selling singles in recent years.
200,000 sales, bro. Who the heck is paying for music these days? Bro, honestly, I want to fight. Like, bro, shout out to BTS for convincing people to pay for your music, but I want to fight every single person that buys music.
Yes, BTS has topped the charts in other countries before, but this is the very first time that they, or any other Asian group for that matter, ever did it in the United States. In addition, they hit #1 on worldwide Billboard 200, as well as #1 on the worldwide Billboard 200 excluding the US chart, giving BTS the first ever Billboard all-kill, if you will. They have been so dominant that what they've done is so unprecedented that we have to create new awards just for them. As of recording this in the second week of October, it's still in the top 5 of the Hot 100, which is a testament to the achievement. The same month, they performed at the MTV Video Music Awards.
Bro, it's weird. I never heard a single other song of BTS on the radio. Again, probably because when On and stuff came out, I probably wasn't hip to it. But I hear Dynamite so much, bro. And I've even heard they play Dynamite, right? And then I get the Samsung ad for Dynamite, like that plays Dynamite. You know what I'm saying? So like they'll be play Dynamite, and then they'll go into the Samsung ad, be like, "Yo, the new Galaxy Samsung," and they finish off the ad with "duh duh" like that.
And performed Dynamite, where they also received their awards for Best Group, Best Choreography, Best Pop Video, and Best K-Pop Group. And they're also scheduled to perform the song at the Billboard Music Awards sometime.
Also, the other thing is, every time I hear this song on the radio, or when I'm playing basketball and the song comes on, because they always play like the top 100 charts or whatever, bro, I'm like, ain't nobody know about this. I know about this, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why, but it's just something where I feel like I'm in the know, you know what I'm saying? Especially because no one around me cares at all about this kind of stuff. So like, bro, I feel like I'm in the know. Every time Dynamite comes on, it makes me feel happy.
This month. And they didn't sleep on the track in Korea either, achieving a perfect all-kill in less than a week of release. Just so you know, a perfect all-kill means Dynamite charted #1 on 10 different charts in Korea. Add to that the 3 Billboard #1s, that's 13 charts with Dynamite at #1. What do we even call that? Is this an Omega all-kill? An Endgame all-kill? What about a Dynamite all-kill?
Oh.
I hope you don't mind if I just dwell on this achievement a bit, because I can't stress enough how big of a deal Dynamite was. Let's take it back to February of 2020.
Damn, this would have been the perfect situation if they gave us the Dynamite Samsung ad. It's happened before where they give us the earbud ad. Do they play Life Goes On? Dang.
7 was released, and so was On. It's important to note that while On was definitely a hit, despite the diversity of the United States itself, the American music industry is kinda xenophobic. Vox writer Aja Romano put it best, and I quote, "The band's longtime goal was to reach #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. The band was always extremely vocal about its dream of chart dominance without sacrificing its identity by singing in English. In retrospect, On really feels like a last-ditch, full-out effort to break that barrier once and for all. For that single, Big Hit bought out a literal brass band, produced 2 separate music videos and a dance video, dropped the radio edit featuring Sia, and shut down Grand Central Station for a fantastic tape performance on The Tonight Show. It was all great, and none of it was enough. So, BTS did what they said they'd never do. They released a song that was, for the first time ever, entirely in English. And lo and behold, the moment they released that English language song, Dynamite, the band suddenly got extensive radio play. Over 1,500 plays on the radio around the country.
I mean, it's tough, but do you blame the American radios? Because you'd be like, oh my god, they're so racist. That's what people be saying. But at the same time, bro, it's like, bro, if you're the radio and like you're playing to a lot of people that don't know BTS, okay? You're playing a lot of people that, you know, they're just driving to work, okay? Obviously, a lot of people know about BTS. But you're playing to the average normal person, okay? And the average normal person kind of thinks K-pop is a joke, right? Just because of Twitter stereotypes or whatever, they never gave it a chance. They start hearing something in a different language that's not Despacito, They're like, what is this, bro? Get this thing off my radar. I don't know what they're saying, okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't blame them.
On its first
So making a song all in English doesn't make
day of
sense.
release, BTS finally got their coveted #1.
Hey, do you know how many songs have debuted at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100? 46. 46 songs ever.
This puts them in the same prestigious group as Michael Jackson and Elton John. To be clear, I don't think there's anything wrong with BTS coming out with a song fully in English, and I'm guessing most people don't mind either. I don't see it as abandoning their identity.
Honestly, I didn't even realize Dynamite was fully in English. I could have sworn there was a
In
Korean
fact,
part.
I don't think that Dynamite is even their best song. Their goal was to draw in American and English-speaking mainstream audiences to give them just a taste of what BTS is, and to hopefully draw them in to listen to some of their other material. And in my opinion, they definitely achieved that goal. More recently, they've become the most viewed music group of all time on YouTube, passing Maroon 5, who have literally been around for almost 30 years. And that brings us to today. 2020 isn't even over yet, and BTS definitely still has some surprises up their sleeves, because next month they're scheduled to drop their 5th studio album, B, on November 20th this year, meaning that including their Japanese album, BTS is releasing 3 separate albums just this year. What other artist does that? And though the information we know about the upcoming album is scarce, I mean, come on, let's be honest.
Life Goes On there was like 2 or 3 songs I liked. Life Goes On definitely grows on you. All the other songs, they were kind of better the first time I played them. But yeah, B wasn't as good as Map of Soul 7. Map of Soul 7 was fire.
You know it's gonna be great.
And for the icing on the cake and the cherry on top, remember that video we made about Jin's mandatory military service? About how he had to leave the group in December to serve? Not happening anymore. Well, at least not until 2021. So at least for a little while, the boys are sticking together. In fact, a bit of good news for all male K-pop artists. There's actually a proposal to revise South Korea's Military Service Act to allow outstanding pop culture artists such as BTS to delay their military enlistment until age 30. A South Korean official stated that the reason for this is to, quote, provide the option to postpone enlistment for those in other fields whose careers flourish in their 20s. And while it's a postponement and not an exemption, hey, that's a step in the right direction. With all this, who knows? Maybe I will get to see Jin at the Rose Bowl this year. So yeah, move aside Year of the Rat, we got some new kings in town. 2020 is the year of BTS.
That was a fire video, okay? As I said, Asian Theory just makes banger videos, okay? Yeah, as I said, if you guys enjoy the video, please smash that like, subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Shout out BTS. Shout out my guy August D, and I'm out. See ya.